It's David here. Today I want to talk to you about why freedom is so elusive for most. And when I talk about freedom, I'm not talking about retirement. I'm talking about freedom to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it. That means if you love what you're doing, if you love your craft, your trade, your profession, and you want to still do it on some basis, then that's your prerogative. That's true freedom. If you don't want to do it, or don't want to do it the way you're doing it today, maybe tied or chained to the chair if you're a professional practice owner like a dentist, then that's not freedom. Now, there's a sacrifice period that we all go through in life, no question about it, where we have to trade time for dollars. That's what we call active income. That provides our lifestyle. And most of that active income is put on our shoulders because we went to school. We trained, we studied hard to go into business, to go into profession where we could make money and have a reasonably secure lifestyle for our families. And I think most of us are able to achieve that, but at what price? At what cost? And for how many years? You see, the sacrifice period I'm talking about shouldn't last, in my opinion, for more than about 5 years. At most, at most. Too many people get into a cycle where they believe what society says about working hard all your life, and then, quote, shooting for that retirement goal. Someday out there in the future, that someday rarely ever comes. The problem, why it's so elusive to reach freedom much sooner in life, is because there's no definition of what that looks like. There's no definition of goal. And the real goal to reach freedom is when your passive income, that is income that comes from passive investments, my favorite are capital assets, like real estate or real businesses. It could come from financial assets if you like the stock market or bonds or annuities. Whatever it is, it's when your passive income from those investments equals or is greater than your active income needs. That is your lifestyle burn rate, your lifestyle overhead, what it takes to fund your lifestyle. And if you don't know what that looks like, if you don't know what that number is, if you've never calculated that number, then you're shooting for a goal that's mystical out there somewhere, and you never know if or when you'll hit it. That's why so many hardworking business owners and doctors just have to keep working because they have fear. They have fear because they never learned how to orchestrate sustainable, predictable cash flow. It's all a gamble. It's all throw my money in the market and fingers crossed, hope for the best and hope the market continues to rise. But we know it doesn't always rise. It falls again. Never learning how to orchestrate cash flow, whether you're in a rising or a falling market, is a big problem, especially when you go into your retirement years, when you no longer have active income to make up for losses or make up for deficits or for inflation or other issues that come up. See, in Freedom Founders, our members learn how to determine what that goal looks like, that end goal, that freedom goal, and then determine where they are today, the I am here goal, and figure out the gap between where you are here today and where you want to go here to freedom, that gap between here and here, and how to reverse engineer it so they can make the definitive plans to hit that goal and do it in 5 to 7 years or less. If you're just coming out of school and you've got $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 of debt, you can still do it. Now, but you can do it in 10 years. In 10 years, if you're not in that era of your career, you're further down the pipeline, you've paid off some debt, 5 to 7 years, you can get it done. But you've got to have a definitive goal. You've got to know where you're starting from and how to multiply and leverage all of your current assets and skill sets, and also mitigate your liabilities. That's the key to gaining freedom. But if you don't have a blueprint, if you don't have a roadmap, how will you ever get there? That's why freedom is so elusive to so many. It's how we break it down in Freedom Founders so that we have a game plan, we have a roadmap, we have that blueprint so that our members can start from where they are today and make definitive moves so they can see their progress all along the way and know that they've got freedom in sight. That's what I want for every one of you. Thanks for listening today. Remember, always stay focused on your freedom, and I'll see you next time.